I have some very good information that I think everyone will be very interested in with regard to voter fraud, the voting systems itself, the automated machines, or the electronic machines, and it's just too much to put into one video. So I'm going to give you this very, very tasty appetizer to begin with, and then I'll have more videos to follow after this one. But this will get you started, and it will hopefully show you that this is not a right-left issue. This is an issue of good and evil, that there is a beast system that is in control of who gets put into office, or at least supports the corruption that's within our political systems. So just go ahead and watch this, and I'll have more information for you very soon. The article, Is This Man Crazy?, is found in Orlando Weekly, dated August 10th, 2006. It reads, "To some, Clint Curtis is a hero. He's the brave computer programmer who stood up to corruption in Tallahassee, even though it cost him his job at the Florida Department of Transportation, and even though he believes exposing this very same corruption got an FDOT comrade killed. More importantly, he's walking, talking proof of a GOP conspiracy to rig the 2004 presidential election. For Democratic activists wondering how John Kerry lost to President George W. Bush when exit polls predicted otherwise, Curtis offers a satisfying explanation. Kerry didn't lose. Bush stole it." Okay. And who does he say masterminded the vote-fixing scheme? Republican Congressman Tom Feeney. But Feeney's diabolical deeds don't stop there, says Curtis. He also used his authority as then Florida House Speaker to quash a state investigation into a company he represented as a lobbyist and lawyer, which Curtis believes was bilking the state and selling missile technology to China. Curtis also believes that FDOT investigator Raymond Lemmy, who authorities say committed suicide in July 2003, was murdered because he was about to blow the lid on all this corruption. An important note, Mr. Curtis took a polygraph test in 2005 and passed with flying colors. In December 2004, Curtis testified before a panel of House Democrats investigating charges of vote tampering in Ohio. And in 2005, he took and passed a polygraph test to bolster his claims. So let's take a look at Mr. Curtis testifying.
Mr. Curtis, would you please state your full name for the record?
My name is Clinton Eugene Curtis.
And where do you reside?
Tallahassee, Florida.
And what is your profession?
I'm a computer programmer.
Would you please speak into the microphone so the audience can hear your testimony?
I'm a computer programmer.
Mr. Curtis, are there programs that can be used to secretly fix elections?
Yes.
How do you know that to be the case?
Because in October of 2000, I wrote a prototype for President Congressman Tom Feeney at the company I work for in Oviedo, Florida, that did just that.
And when you say did just that, it would rig an election?
It would flip the vote 51-49 to whoever you wanted it to go to and whichever race you wanted to win.
And would that program that you designed be something that elections officials that might be on county boards of elections could detect?
They'd never see it.
Mr. Would you answer that question once again?
They would never see it.
So how would such a program, a secret program that fixes the election, how could it be detected?
You would have to view it either in the source code, or you'd have to have a receipt and then count the hard paper against the actual vote total. At the company I work for in Oviedo, Florida, that did just that.
And when you say did just that, it would rig an election?
It would flip the vote 51-49 to whoever you wanted it to go to and whichever race you wanted to win.
And would that program that you designed be something that elections officials that might be on county boards of elections could detect?
They'd never see it.
Mr. Would you answer that question once again?
They would never see it.
So how would such a program, a secret program that fixes the election, how could it be detected?
You would have to view it either in the source code, or you'd have to have a receipt and then count the hard paper against the actual vote total. Other than that, you won't see it.
All right, Mr. Curtis, if you had been asked, you or others with your professional expertise had been asked to design a protective program that would protect the Ohio elections from against such software to fix the election, could you have done so?
If we've been asked to make a program that can fix the election, sure, anybody can do it.
No, could you have designed a program or a procedure or a protocol that would have protected Ohio against this kind of rigging?
No, you have to look at the source code. You have to get probably programmers from both or all parties to look at the source code and determine if there's anything in there that shouldn't be there. I mean, it's a simple program. You're adding 1 to a person's total. It's 100 lines of code tops.
All right. Are you aware of whether there was any protective action in Ohio against this kind of vote rigging through software?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
You were not asked to assist in the development of any protective system. Is that correct?
No, I was not.
In Europe, have you reviewed at all the election results in Ohio?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Given the availability of such vote rigging software and the testimony that has been given under oath of substantial statistical anomalies and gross differences between exit polling data and the actual tabulated results, do you have an opinion whether or not the Ohio election, presidential election, was hacked?
Yes, I would say it was. I mean, if you have exit polling data that is significantly off from the vote, then it's probably hacked.
And your testimony is under oath?
Yes, sir.
And the testimony you've given is true?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.